Hello, good day. My name is Wisdom here. In today's video, I'm going to tell you why the UK remains the best, one of the best study location for people that want to study abroad when compared to Canada or the US. Alright, so follow me as I give you 5 reasons why the UK remains the best option for anyone that wants to study abroad. So number 1 on the list is that the UK has 1-year master's degree program.
Wow.
All right, the UK has 1-year master's degree program. If you want to study in the US or Canada or Australia, you are going to be spending more than a year to get a master's degree. All right, so that's one of the main reasons. Then number 2 reason is the UK has a high standard of education. All right, because the way the universities in the UK operate, they have strong regulations that govern the standard a school has to meet before it becomes a university. And also their regulatory body are very strict to make sure that universities must have these standards in place before they could be able to offer international programs. So if you are coming to study in the UK, you are very sure of your program and your school is gonna meet world standards. Number 3 is the weather. The weather in the UK is comparatively better than other competitors. When you compare it with countries like Canada, which have a very high extreme weather, or the US or Australia. So the UK has one of the best weathers for people coming from Africa, Asia, and all that. So the UK remains one of the best weathers that someone can be in. Imagine moving from a country of 32 degrees centigrade and you're now going to a country like Canada where you have minus 20 degrees. So it's gonna be you're gonna find it very difficult to adapt in such weather. So the UK has a kind of in-between, a mild weather that someone coming from any region at all in the world could easily adapt to the weather. Number 4 on the list, one of the most important one, is their visa approval process. The UK visa approval process is more straightforward than other countries that they compete with. This is because the UK uses the point-based system to issue student visas. So the point-based system works this way. Once you are able to meet the criteria they set out as conditions, you get your full points for those criteria. So once you get the required total number of points, then the visa is issued to you. Whereas the competitors in countries like Canada, US, you might get everything right. You might have the right amount of money. You might have paid all your school fees. You might have the required funds necessary for your living expenses, but the US or Canada or Australia will still deny your visa just for reasons that are not really necessary, like maybe a home tie, or even if you don't convince the visa officer enough, they'll just deny your visa. Whereas in the UK, once you meet those specified criteria, you have a university of high reputation that can sponsor a student. You have the necessary living expenses required to study in the UK, and this expense has been in your account for at least 28 consecutive days. You have also the balance of your tuition if you've not paid all of your tuition, which should be in your account for at least 28 consecutive days. And you pass your tuberculosis test, which is the medicals, the UK will issue your visa. But this is not the case with all these other countries. So you face a lot of challenges Like in the US, you have to go for a visa interview, and if you don't get the interview, you might be nervous on the interview date and your visa will be denied. So that's why the UK has a higher visa success rate than all these other countries.
Wow.
And that is one of the major reasons why the UK remains the best study location. So just imagine you've got your money, you have everything ready. You don't need to start worrying about the visa, all right? Because this country, once you meet the criteria they've set out for you, you get your visa approved. So one of the major reasons. Then the last but not the least is that the UK has a vast multicultural cities. So people in the UK, you meet so many people from different backgrounds, from India, from China, from Lebanese, from Vietnam, all studying together in a classroom. So you get that experience from diversity, you get different experiences from your team, from your group task and all that. So I think with these 5 reasons I've mentioned, I think that's the reasons why coming to the UK to study for your master's or undergraduate remains one of the best decisions you can make. If you're joining me for the first time, kindly like this video, share it and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.